Alrighty, so today I'm sending out a message to all of you for the next code review sign up. Okay. One change I will make this time, that's my Gmail, is that I'm also going to send this video and the sign up sheet through Discord because I had two people who, for some reason, didn't get my email. So, and I totally understand that Canvas sometimes you get so much email, you miss it. So, I just want to make sure everybody has it. So, I'm recording this on the 25th of March before we head into our spring break. So, spring break is a great time to take a break if you can, or to work on your next development project. As hopefully you know, because I've been talking about it, if I scroll forward, you can see that our Dev 1 is due, and this is for both 93 and 95, so Python and JavaScript, is due Thursday the 8th. So as last time will be true this time is I'll have signups for the days before the due date. So right, so if we come over here and look, so this starts on Monday the 5th, as soon as we get back from break, and it'll run until now it runs all the way, but for the before the due date, right? So if you come and see me before the due date, remember as a reminder that if we find something in your code, or if you're just coming in for a review session versus, I'm sorry, an assistant session versus a review session, then you can change that code. It still has to be submitted really by Friday morning. Now, one thing you will notice here is that I have no sessions on that Friday because I have a meeting already scheduled for most of that morning. So I can't do Friday sessions after the due date. So after the due date, we'll then start on the following Monday. Okay, so just going back to the calendar, right? So there are sessions from the 5th through the 8th. It's due on the 8th. I will look at that, right? You need, if you want on-time points, it has to be submitted before I wake up that next morning. And then you'll have the following week, just to confirm, the 12th through the 15th, if you didn't get in before, okay? Now, I know the schedule is a little tighter as far as the number of slots. So here's what I want to say to you. First, if these slots do not work, meaning maybe you've come in here a little bit late and they've already been taken, then reach out to me and let you and I, based on our particular needs and schedules that during that time, to see if we can work out something, maybe not. And by the way, the more heads up you give me here, the better I can do that, because things just have to be scheduled and manipulated as far as juggling them. Right? So the sooner you think about that, the better. Okay? So this is pretty tight, meaning this is about how many students I'll be doing during that 2-week period. And again, if you're finding that that doesn't work for you, I'll do my best the sooner you reach out to, if you want to get in either before or after. And I noticed students that are a little more like confident in their code will come after, but it's really not. I've also had students who are pretty confident come before, but it's really based on your ability and time, not ability, but your time to work on this code. Because remember, there's only 3 of these. So Dev 0, Dev 1, and then the last one, Dev 2. And of course, I'm not going to go over the requirements because that's what I've been doing with you all during my attendance post or my Learn Together work. But just remember, dev work is placed in your private repos under a dev directory. And then for this, it'd be dev_1 or dev1, so that it's in its own folder. All right. Now, a word about where we're at in this week. So since we're coming into spring break, and some of you may be working during spring break, I will probably not be. Matter of fact, I'm working really hard to get my updated code example. I'm pretty much done with my JavaScript. I hope to start on my Python soon. But this is a week I take off because I'm off work. And so, which kind of makes sense, right? But so what that also means is I'm going to be offline And here's what will happen. It will vary my offlineness, if I could say such a word. Just to be clear, there's going to be times I'm actually going to be off the grid, meaning not having cell service. So, and if I do have self-service and I see something I can help with, I'll do that. But just know, as a typical thing, once we roll into after tomorrow, now, and what I mean by this is, again, I'm recording on the 25th. I'll do attendance posts for here for each class, and then I will head out, okay, for that week. And this is honestly part of why I use Discord, because I want you to get help, maybe from somebody or me, depending on what the schedule is that day, is to get help. And by the way, for those of you that maybe you're seeing this but you haven't been on Discord, it's not too late to join. And I've been posting jobs that have been coming through my inbox. So that's another good reason to be on Discord, is for that. But always, just hopefully you have a comfort level about, asking for help out there. Remember, I feel like I've read every discussion this semester, and nobody has ever been condescending to somebody else or dismissive. So, but I can't make you feel comfortable if you don't about that. I just want to give you that option. Okay, so there's your video. Pretty much works the way it did last time. Remember, if you're submitting after the due date, this code cannot be changed. And here's the maybe the last thing I'll leave you with is that when you set an appointment, make sure you pushed code. For sure, you'll have to do it here because you will have already pushed your code to GitHub and then submitted it into Canvas. But here, if you're coming in for assistance or review sessions, make sure you push that code at least a little bit of time so I can have some time to look at it. And that's just helpful to me because especially in this Dev 1, there's a lot more going on in your code requirements, therefore in your code. And sometimes it just takes a little time to kind of wrap your head around how somebody else approached the requirements for your Dev 1. Okay, I think that's it. I hope you have a good break if that's what you take. I hope you get some good work done if that's your goal. So I look forward to, again, I will have 2 attendance posts for tomorrow, but I wanted to at least get this out for today too. And okay, so I will say this. Please, if you do sign up for a session, commit to that session. And if you forget, come back here and review, like if you signed up today, but it wasn't until after break, and you make sure you keep an eye on this. I will try to, if my schedule allows, follow up with you, but sometimes my schedule doesn't allow it as well. So just commit to those. Tell me if it's a review or assistant. That just helps me understand kind of what's going in. And if it's a review, then I really definitely try to take some time and look at that code rather than to do it on the spot with you, so that I can give some more thoughtful feedback. And again, that's a function often of how much time I have. Okay? All right. Have a good one. See you later.